Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So yes, I am back. Been out for a little while dealing with some personal issues and taking care of some stuff that needed to be taken care of. Obviously, it was also in the middle of 2020 when all of this pandemic stuff had just started, and we were all just getting used to the quarantine life, the mask, the social distancing, the no gathering and such. So now I'm back able to get things going again, and hopefully we'll be able to stay consistent on here and give you guys videos on a consistent basis. If you're still following me, if you're still a subscriber, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for rocking with me. If this is your first time here, I make vlogs about dealing with, coping with, living with depression and anxiety and other mental health disorders. My videos on here consist of how to do tutorials, how I live my life, how I cope. Hopefully I'll be adding some interview sessions in the future, and of course I also do storytelling. If anything I've mentioned just now has any interest to you, you feel as though it can have an impact on your life, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the notification bell so that way you can stay in tune on when videos are uploaded on here. So y'all ready for today's vlog? Stay tuned. So today I want to talk about being kind. And why I want to talk about being kind and how it relates to mental health disorder is the fact that we don't know what the other person is going through. And there's a lot of people going through mental health disorders that go around smiling every day as though life is just fine. And we do that because we don't want the pity party. We don't want to be seen as weak, and we don't want to be teased or made a mockery of. So for that reason, a lot of us are a bit guarded, and we try to put the best foot forward. Plus, we don't want to live in this dark place all the time, or at all for that matter. So for anyone that sees this video and understanding that people go through things, and understanding that we don't know what the next person is going through, I ask everyone who sees this video today to just take a moment and be kind, be nice to one person, at least one person. And I ask you to be kind to every single person if you're not that type of person. If you are that type of person, absolutely go right ahead, dive in, be kind to every person you come across. And the reason why I say that is for the simple fact that we don't know how simple a situation of being kind can impact a person. How simple a gesture, or may seem simple to you or to anyone else, but to a person who's going through hell and back, that small gesture might move mountains for them. And just to use an example really quick, so I was sitting there having a conversation with a friend recently, and we were sitting at an outside restaurant, and they allow pets on the outside. So she was talking about another event where she was there with another friend who they were there with a dog. Everyone that came by wanted to pet the dog. They wanted to, say hi, whatever, play with the dog for a quick second as they go by, which is natural. But there was this one person that really stood out. And it's very relatable to the situation or to the story that I'm explaining about why it is important for us to be kind. So this one individual that was walking by, she stopped and she noticed the dog, and she started to interact with the dog, obviously after asking permission. Then she asked if she could sit for a second and just pet the dog for a little bit, which was a tad bit unusual. I mean, you're going about your day and you want to stop just to pet a strange dog. Maybe you're a lover of dog, whatever the case may be. So they allowed her. They said, okay, it's fine. We're having our conversation. Go ahead, play with the dog. It's okay. And she was there for maybe about 5 minutes, as the story was told. And as she was about to get up and continue her journey, She turned to my friend and said, I really needed that. There was no conversation that occurred between her and the two parties that were sitting there. It was just the interaction between her and the dog, the way she was able to pet the dog. That's what made that impact. And yes, to a lot of people watching this, that seems so simple. That probably wouldn't move anything for a lot of us. But for that one person, it made a huge difference for how her day was progressing. And that is why I'm here to emphasize. Wow. That's why I'm here to emphasize how important it is for us to be kind. Simple gestures can move mountains for the right person. So kindness is defined as the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate, right? If you think about what kindness is, affection, gentleness, warmth, concern, thoughtfulness, care in the words that you use, are typically associated with being kind, with kindness. But often, kindness comes with the connotation of being seen as naive or weak. But that is totally not the case. Don't let anyone tell you that you're stupid or weak or foolish or naive or crazy to be kind. A lot of times, especially in the world that we live in today, people think it's cool to be mean. It's cool to mock people. It's cool to make fun of people. And if a person gets to the point of feeling hurt about it, they're too sensitive. When did we not be human? When did we change and morph into another species? And if someone knows the answer to that, please go ahead and drop that in the comment box below, because I'm very curious. Because when you think of human, you're thinking of emotions. And with emotions, you're typically thinking of being kind to people who are kind to you. There's no reason for you to be harsh to a person. And what's the point? It takes nothing to be kind. Sometimes it may take a little bit of courage because of the fact, again, that it's mocked so often. It may take a little bit of courage if you're walking with a crew of people who may not agree with being kind. But being different is okay. So if you want to be the different person in that group, then go ahead and be kind. Don't let the actions of others stop you from being the person that you are. Always remember that. And being kind is very important. And I'm going to get into a little bit. Really quick, I just want to go through something that I found on Psychology Today. And it speaks about Darwin. You've heard of survival of the fittest. We're associated with Darwin. The survival of the fittest is usually associated with selflessness, meaning that to survive, you look out for yourself. It's a basic instinct. Or so it's been thought to be. But Darwin, who studied human evolution, actually didn't see it that way at all. Darwin believed that we are profoundly social and caring species. He argued that sympathy and caring for others is instinctual, not being, the survival of the fittest and caring for yourself. That wasn't what he thought was instinctual, even though he was the one that brought about the idea of the survival of the fittest. Now, current research supports this idea that we are naturally, innately sympathetic and caring. Now, science has now shown that devoting resources to others than having more and more for yourself brings about a lasting well-being. Kindness has been found by researchers to be the most important predictor of satisfaction and stability in a marriage. Many colleges, including Harvard, are now emphasizing kindness on applications for admission. So if you think kindness isn't important, you're wrong. It's so important to be kind. And I'm very happy that there are so many other places and institutions that are emphasizing the need to be kind. Because without kindness, this world probably wouldn't exist. So please be considerate. Please consider the next man. And if you can manage, be kind to even one person. Alright guys, so I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to watch my video. Definitely hit the like, share the video if you feel like it has content in it that can be beneficial to others. And throw some comments down if you have any comments about the video, any questions. If you can answer that question, I mean, definitely go ahead and throw those in the comment box below. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Hit the notification bell so you can stay in tune on when videos are uploaded. Appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.